In today's video, I'm going to be discussing the secret sauce to a successful compensation or pension claim. And those involve DBQs, or Disability Benefit Questionnaires, and why you should always use them. But hey, before I get to that DBQ video, I want to apologize to you viewers. Several of you have correctly pointed out a mistake I have made on several occasions regarding disability benefit programs of the VA. And I mislabeled DIC as applying to vets. My bad, I'm sorry. And I apologize for the confusion. So let's get straight once and for all. Okay, the VA offers two major disability benefit programs for veterans. They're the service-connected disability compensation. I'm going to refer to that from here on out as compensation. And non-service connected disability, I'm going to refer to that as pension. Now, the VA also pays a form of compensation to surviving spouses and children and parents of deceased veterans whose death was related to service-connected conditions. That is what I have been calling dependency indemnity comp, and I'm going to refer to that as DIC. So when I'm referring to a veteran, I'm going to talk about compensation or pension, and when I refer to spouses, children, or other dependents, I'm talking about DIC. So let's get to the DBQ. Okay, so what are DBQs? These are downloadable forms that the VA has created to use in the disability evaluation process. Okay, they can help speed up the processing of your compensation claim. So where do you find them? Well, you find them, it's pretty easy. Go to Google or whatever kind of search engine you use and just type in DBQ Online VA, and you should come up with a whole list of them. Okay, now the VA developed these DBQs to streamline the collection of your medical information needed to process your disability claim. Now, this is a streamlining. It's not to be in place of your medical records, okay? But it is a good roadmap for your medical provider, and as well as the VA examiners or the reviewers, to determine where your disability lies in relation to the disability rating schedule. Also, don't ever forget secondary conditions to your primary conditions, okay? So there are probably over 70 DBQs available that cover a whole range of physical and psychological disabilities. Now, I've heard some folks say that DBQs eliminate the need for the actual VA disability rating examination. I tend to disagree. I'm kind of a belts and suspenders guy. Let's give the VA everything they need, but give them the roadmap to your disability as far as the DBQ. Again, I don't think that the DBQ is a substitute for your medical evidence. So any healthcare professional with an active medical license can easily describe your symptoms on the DBQ. And this is what the VA is looking for. They have their buzzwords, okay? So, hint, use your own doctor who has treated your disability in the past. This helps ensure that your important medical information is included in your claim, okay? And I know, hey, look, doctors are busy and they don't have a whole lot of time to fill these out, but go down, it's very important, take some time, go down with a doctor or his nurse nurse practitioner, whoever it may be, and make sure that everything on that form is documented, okay? While some DBQs are specific to a single medical condition, and I've pulled off one, here's one for high blood pressure, okay? Hypertension, that's pretty specific to this just one condition. Others, like knee and lower leg disability DBQ, deals with a lot of different things: knee pain, arthritis, instability, gout, tendinitis, inflammation, all kinds of things. So some are specific while others can be used for several different conditions. So that's why it's important that you be very specific and very intentional when you're going through these DBQs with your medical professional. Now, remember that the VA only accepts DBQs prepared by healthcare providers. You can't do it unless you have an active medical license. So really get your doctor, okay? These can be your physician's assistant, nurse practitioners, physician, psychiatrist, or psychologist. And we strongly suggest submitting documentation regarding your medical provider's specialty, advanced training, those things to alleviate any kind of questions from the VA. Now, I would also caution you to say that if you are submitting a DBQ, let's say on a heart condition, you can't have your podiatrist, fill that out, okay? Make sure the doctor who is filling that, or whoever is filling that, the medical professional who's filling it out, actually has that kind of expertise, okay? Another one would be PTSD. Now, I know doctors who have said, well, you've got PTSD. Well, it's really only specially trained psychologists or psychiatrists can diagnose that condition. So if your doctor or psychiatrist or psychologist has that specialized training, by all means, just get a copy of their resume and we'll stick it with your DBQ, and that answers that. So you can fill it out online, or you can fill it out in person. Most times what we do is we give our clients these DBQs and they take them to their medical providers and they fill them out by hand. But look, hey, there's a lot of jokes out there about how doctors write. Just make sure that they can read the writing, okay? That's why we always have backup with medical records though. But it's more important to make sure that these things are legible. Legibility is important. Okay, so you've completed your DBQ or DBQs. Maybe you have more than one. So what do you do with them? Well, we highly recommend that you submit all your DBQs at once with your fully developed claim. Now, here's the secret sauce. To receive the fastest claim processing time possible, submit your DBQs as part of your fully developed claim. Now, what's a fully developed claim? That's all of your documentation, your proof of service, your medical records, your DBQs, stressor statements, whatever it may be, military records. If you've got them, submit everything at once with your claim. This is the best way for you and your spouse and dependents to get the fastest decision possible on your VA claim, whether it be compensation, pension, or DIC. So again, a fully developed claim is basically your application with all supporting evidence, medical records including, and all of your DBQs. And don't forget your secondary conditions on your DBQs and in your medical records, okay? Now, submitting your DBQ with your fully developed claim may eliminate the need for the VA medical exam, but I don't think so, okay? Since DBQs are derived directly from the disability rating criteria in the VA schedule for rating disabilities. But again, I'm a belts and suspenders guy. I submit the DBQs along with the medical records, okay? And I'm expecting a medical exam, especially if you've submitted a DBQ for PTSD, okay? So again, the DBQs provide the VA rating specialist with a roadmap with all the information they need to evaluate your disability claim. So this is basically a complete and accurate DBQ can significantly reduce the amount of time it takes for the VA to process your claim. So hey folks, thank you for tuning in today. We do appreciate this. And hey, hope you learned some things about DBQs and the secret sauce to getting your claim processed faster. So hey, check out this video. It's entitled How to Get the Highest Disability Rating for the VA. It ties nicely into this DBQ and they kind of go hand in hand. So until next time, be blessed.